Lots of buildings, lots of work orders, lots to do, so let's get to it. We have Koa, who is upgrading our Acacia Guards Tower to level 2 or 3 I believe, but the building itself really looks pretty simple to do. And it is incredibly boring to do, so let's spice things up a little bit and add a few more work orders to the already busy list. The confusing Space Wars Enchanter's Tower is in need of an upgrade to level 4, so I think we will get him coming on to do that for us. Yeah, this already seems as if it's going to be a pain in the arse to do, but that will be something for Koa to worry about. I believe that Jalia is nearly finished with the level 3 upgrade to our Medieval Oak Tavern. We are 98% done with it, and really just a few more items towards it, which I am just not waiting on, so get out of the way there, Jalia, and here's the rest of the items you need. After she finishes off with the tavern build, I do have a few more new builds that I want her to come around and construct. Well, her or anyone else who can come out and assist us. Basically, we have a lot of new couriers that need set up around the main civic district here, so I will assign Mariah this one actually, and that should bring us up to 10 couriers for the civic warehouse, which will be good because that will upgrade our delivery system one more time, and then I think we only have a few more buildings required for the civic district itself. One of which being the Alchemist Tower, and the other one the Mystical Site. We will need some research in order to unlock the Alchemist Tower, but for the Mystical Site, I think we can construct that whenever actually. And there's the tavern. So Koa has now finished off with that guard tower upgrade and has moved on to the level 4 Enchanter's Tower upgrade. There is a lot of red nether bricks that we're going to require for it, a stupid amount, and also a stupid amount of bookshelves here. Right, well that is certainly going to take forever. As for Julia, what are you doing? A courier's hut. This is actually a Space Wars courier's hut that she's working on, which the items that go towards it look incredibly simple. Thanks for ripping up my sign there as well, Julia. But I reckon that this really won't take her too long to do here. I seen that Riley is upgrading our flower shop to level 4 for us, which is grand. There's really not that... okay, no, there is actually a lot of items towards it, just not complicated items. Good, so I will just allow you to continue on with this then, Riley, and then we'll have a level 4 flower shop. Ashley is upgrading our courier's hut here, the warped styled one, to level 2, I believe. Yes, level 2. And is just waiting in on 21 stripped warped stems for it at the moment, which the lazy forester should be crafting for us, but I doubt that they are. Well, I take it back actually, they have made those blocks up for us, and in fact they're here within its storage. Grand, I will go hand deliver those, and that will let Ashley finish off with that courier's hut, then move on to the myriad of other work orders that we have on the go. I believe that Ellison is working on a level 5 upgrade to this medieval dark oak alternative house. It is a chunky upgrade that it's getting, requiring in a lot of items towards it, and to be honest, I think I would rather something different to a house being upgraded. Maybe something like the Nether Miner. The Space Wars Nether Miner that is, which is at level 3 at the moment. Let's upgrade this to level 4. Which, looking down the list for it actually, is going to be a relatively simple upgrade for them. There's hardly any materials for it whatsoever, so she should be able to upgrade that pretty quickly, then maybe even to level 5. Finally, we have Mariah, who was working on something unimportant, but I have assigned her the warped styled Couriers hut out here within the Civic District. And I can see that she's already out here digging away at it. In fact, Mariah, let me assist you a little bit with this. This will just save you a little bit of digging time. The items towards this build are pretty simple, if not a bit numerous, especially the netherrack. But mainly the challenge with these type of upgrades are the initial clearing out stage, of which she's got a little bit more digging to do. But that is now everyone assigned a new work order, which is good, and I see that in the open request list, Koa is now starting to ask for a lot of things. I seen some glowstone dust that he's going to need there, which the nether miners should be able to collect from the nether for us, but I will need to go get them some clearly. I seen some requests for red netherrack items, so let's maybe just teach the stonemason how to make a few of these red nether brick items. I'm also sure I've seen some red nether brick architect cutter nonsense, so with any luck, that should take care of that before it comes onto the list. I've seen for all of the bookshelves that he's going to require, all that we are lacking at the moment is some oak for it. Some oak planks, which again the forester should be harvesting here for us, and instead is just staring at the oak. That's how you're supposed to do it there, Jaden, not just stare at it until it blows up. I think I will spend a little bit more time just collecting some more oak logs here, seeing as the colony is at an overall lack of the stuff at the moment. And I'm now very bored of doing that, so I was going to go into the nether, but I guess I wanted to use my own bloody portal. And from here, I think we will try find ourselves some glowstone. Jackpot! Right then, Koa, I have all of the glowstone that you can ever need. Well, as I have a little bit of downtime at the moment, I'm going to make myself up the mystical site block, and then we'll head to the randomizer just to choose it a style. It will not be made out of Space Wars. We have plenty of those buildings, regardless of how interesting they look. So let's take that block out of the randomizer, and I'm just going to shuffle it a little bit. So the mystical site is going to be made out of a wooden style. Well, there is no wooden style of mystical site, which is good because that sounded mighty boring. So I'm just going to take creative liberty over this one and see which one looks the most interesting to make. And FYI, that is the Space Wars one here actually, which seems to go quite a bit underground. It doesn't look that interesting. And I have to say that the dark oak style is definitely speaking out to me here. It is quite a lot to do with nature by the looks of it. Yeah, I really quite like this actually. Not sure how nice it will end up looking like if we have to place it here within the desert, but nah, you know what? We have some space over here in this forest where the old forester's hut used to be, and I think it would just sit so much nicer over here. It's a building of nature after all, so why not? Let's set down the mystical site. And let's add yet another building onto the already very overpopulated work list. For the Alchemist Laboratory build, we will need to unlock the magic potions research, which will require 16 nether warts. And we should have plenty of those within the colony. So let's start the research then for that. The colony's overall population could be doing with a little bit of an increase, which we will get from the city research. This unfortunately will require the town hall being level 5, alongside the university being level 5. So let's add another work order then onto the list and upgrade our university to level 5, alongside the town hall. Right, well, I've pissed around there long enough. Let's see how Koa is getting on. Well, I can already tell that this building is going to be another nightmare to get up. We are 2% done with it and 5% supplied, so yep. As for Jalia though, I see that she has finished off with the level 1 upgrade to our Space Wars Couriers hut. We do not have anyone assigned to work in here at the moment, although we do have a few students, so now we do. And let's also set this for upgrade once I assign Jalia it. Jalia has moved on to upgrade our graveyard to either level 3 or level 4. Whatever level that it is, it requires in quite a lot of diorite for it. And I think it's getting a basement here. Oh yes it is, little tunnels. Well, she's made no progress with it so far, probably because she's just picked it up. But I get the feeling that she's going to be requesting something at the moment. Or maybe not. Well, that's a nice surprise for once. I think she's just actually waiting in on some deliveries. Ellison is only 40% done with the level 5 upgrade to the house, and I'm becoming impatient, so I'm going to cancel that work order there, and she will pick up the Nether Miner to level 4 instead. And just as I was heading over to check on Mariah to see how she's getting on with the Couriers hut, I seen that she had just finished it. And this will also need a courier in it, so Ian, you are now the courier here, and we will get Mariah maybe coming back out to upgrade this as well. Well, straight after she finishes off with another level 5 house upgrade. A lot of the builders are awaiting on the stone mason and stone smeltery creating them items at the moment. And I get the feeling that the stone smeltery is maybe holding us up. Yep, I was expecting all of the furnaces to be on making netherrack at the moment. And I don't think we have any netherrack at all within your actual storage racks. Unless you've already made them, and then it's Nicole holding us up. Although I doubt she has that much netherrack within here. Well, some nether items. Certainly not enough to cover all of what Koa is going to need for this. I will assist in the creation of some of the nether bricks for these upgrades, but I do insist that the colony does most of the work towards it. Although I know that if I don't, we will be sat here waiting on this Enchanter's Tower upgrade for the rest of our lives. Well, in better news, for Ellison's quick upgrade to a level 4 Nether Miner, she already has in all of the items required for it. So that's her finished it already. Good stuff. Let's get this up to level 5 next, which again seems to be a ridiculously easy upgrade for it. Perfect. It seems that all of the progress in the colony has come pretty much to a standstill at the moment, because most of the builds are now awaiting in on some stone related items from the stone smeltery, which is now entirely tied up by making nether bricks for Koa's build, so she can't make anything else here. And what makes that even worse is the fact the colony is now out of netherrack itself. Which means I have two options available to me. The first one being just awaiting on our nether miners heading down into the nether to collect us netherrack. Or clearly the real only other alternative means is for me to come collect some netherrack. So this is certainly going to take a while. I'll see you guys next time.